Alright, now we're to our step number 5 of our beehive, and what this is this is the front door. Front door is made up of 2 plastic vents. These are support pieces of wood and our full door that the openings will already be routed into it for you. And there's also a groove in here that will be accepting our lock once we get to that point. So right now I just want to show you how this goes together. You got to make sure that when these latches go in, they all go the same direction when you place them in there. And these are just going to drop into place. And again, make sure that they open the same direction. Drop it into place. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put some screws in just to hold this in place. We were putting adhesive in it and that wasn't working out, so we decided just to go with the screws. Now this, what we're going to do is we're just going to start and slowly put a screw into each corner. Kind of want to make sure to center the vent in the door. And we do the same thing for the top. Put in the 4 screws. Just go in slow and don't put a lot of pressure so we don't snap the plastic. It's a tough piece of plastic, but you still can snap it if you push down and try to drive it down too far. Alright, that's all there is to it. I'm putting the vents in. Now I'm going to take you through the steps of putting on our support brackets to keep our door from doing any kind of warpage. If you notice on the side, we've got some marks in here, and these marks are going to show us where the hinges go, and they're also going to show us where the center support goes. So you're going to kind of keep an eye on those when you start getting ready to put your hinges on. Now again, these are our support. All it's going to do is give us some structure to keep that door from moving. So again, what we're going to want to do is glue this real good. And you're going to make sure that the 45s are facing down. This top one, we'll line it up with the top of the door. You can leave yourself a little bit of room and try to center yourself on the door. Put in a couple of nails, because what we're going to do is flip it over and then we're going to put screws into it. So now again, we've got our center mark here and here. That's going to show us where our center support system goes. Now just line those up with the marks. And our last one. And then again, just keep it a little bit above the door, centered on both sides, just so it looks good. Put yourself in a couple of nails or tacks or whatever you might be using. Now what we're going to do is we're going to flip it over, and to lock this whole thing into place real nice and tight so we don't get any kind of warpage, we're going to put a couple of screws in the back. Actually, we're going to put 3 screws in the back. And again, these screws are the screws that are going to be supplied to you. Alright, now that we flipped over our door, what we want to do is we want to put a couple of screws into the back just to lock this whole thing together. We want to really give it some nice support so that there's no chance of this thing walking in any way, shape, or form. So what we're going to do is we're going to put 3 screws into each rib. Kind of center it on the rib this way, and also try to center it on your rib the other way. Don't go right to the edge, because again, we've already cut 45s and we don't want to end up going through and poking out the side of it. So now on this one, Again, put in the 3 screws. And the bottom. And that's all there is to putting our precious beehive front door together.